Oh, it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. Stream cloud could not be created. I don't know if anybody can hear me, if it decided that it's working and it's just lying to me.
It's working.
It's apparently working. The YouTube Studio app is being completely busted. I can't see shit. So
yeah, there's something up as well. I keep getting errors when I send messages as well.
So you're getting errors on the messages.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe other people getting errors on the messages. I don't know if this is doing anything. Stream could not be created. So is the audio going through?
Yeah, audio's going through.
But no, I hear you. Oh, people are actually talking. Okay. Apparently,
yeah.
This is just going to be the most difficult to use stream ever.
Thanks, YouTube.
So anyway, if it gets really, really broken, I don't know. I guess I'll like open up a flipping, what do you call it now? Twitex. I don't know. I don't have errors. All I got is ads. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. People seem to be actually coming through, so it's working. Thank you, YouTube. It only took you like minutes and minutes of me fucking about in order to get it going. How are we doing? How are we all holding up? Am I allowed to have a YouTube stream that I can actually fucking see all the analytics of, or am I going to be staring at a page that's just telling me the thing that is working is actually broken? Right, let's go live. Do. It says I'm live. It's there. We'll see how it continues from here. Although it is, yeah. Anyway, I can have weapons of mass inconvenience. It's better than weapons of mass incontinence. It's still Twitter. No one calls it X. Exactly. It's Twitix. That's what I've been calling it. I refuse to call it. I'm happy to give it the X, but it's the X on the name of Twitter.
Don't you usually call it TwatX though?
No, I don't call it TwatX. I see lots of people who call it Twatter. The concurrent viewers is like really low on this one compared to where we would normally be at. So I don't know. It's a special, unique stream for special people who are special.
I like it when it's quieter though.
You what?
I like it when it's quieter.
You do like it when because you don't have to deal with quite so many people existing at you, like the bastards that they are. Yeah, I'm not getting my my actual information through. Oh, that's better. That's a little bit better.
Oh no, it's going up.
Hopefully, it will be more fixed now. Anyway, like I said, what have we been up to? What are you doing? I mean, it's getting late, so dark. I didn't think it was so late. These streams always happen at effectively the same time when YouTube isn't being absolutely awful. So, you know. TSTP, thoughtfully superannuating tumultuous proselytizing. See, I can read those words. I'm a big cleverer. The other day, what was it? Chotskis. That's a hell of a word to see out of nowhere and actually say it without screwing it up. But it's a good word. I do like that word. We put the special in special people. Stop putting your special in special people. I'm pretty sure that's a crime. As a terrible person, I will keep existing at you. Ugh, thank you, Madman. She really appreciates it or not. I don't know. I want to tell you I've watched all your vids. I want to, but the Blue Boy Spirit Science just hurts too much. In the time it takes for me to watch 10 other vids, I can't do one of his. I'm trying. I've just written one recently because I finished the last season of Spirit Science because I like to cover whole videos of them. I say like, that's a very strong word. I do cover whole videos of his because there's just so much and yet so little going on with them that I don't know, that just felt right. But I found a video recently that's reasonably short so I could cover it essentially completely in one go. And it is something else. I actually, I don't want to jinx myself, but I kind of enjoyed making this one. I guess because he had just one point that he was trying to get through, and so he didn't get distracted and start talking about fucking spears of bullshit and blah de blah. It just, yeah, it's very hard work to do Spirit Science videos. They are easily one of the hardest to do. I've literally given up at least one of those seasons because I just couldn't fucking do it anymore. The shit he was saying was just so insufferably pointless. Just got the notification. Woohoo! Well, it hasn't crashed yet, or at least the software hasn't crashed. People are actually turning up and sticking around, it seems. I don't know. I'm not actually getting... Whatever. It's not like anybody gives a shit about these streams, apart from the people who do, and you're the best, worst people ever. Is this ridiculousness still going on? As in this channel? These crap streams? Life? Existence? Because I'm sorry, I've tried to end it. I'm invisible, but only when nobody is looking. That is quite the skill.
Hello, sick family. Just finished your whole backlog in a week or so. Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's a lot of videos now.
Don't know why I haven't heard of you before this year.
I'm one of those people that kind of flies under the radar. And then the people who know, they know. One of the things that surprises me is I fairly regularly cover Flat Earther content, and they just don't talk about me. I think because they all know that I'll just take the piss out of them to death, and they can't hold up. Yeah. Humanity in general continues, despite 6 best efforts. Now, you say effort, and that's the problem. Humanity would have been destroyed a long time ago if I didn't have to get up. My investment in aluminium foil has yielded no return, but a cardboard tube. I don't know, you can use it to do other things than wrap it round your head, you know.
To be honest, the foil cardboard tubes are really hard. So
they are basically the toughest substance on the face of the planet.
So bonking someone with that is like, oof.
If you built like a set of armor out of the cardboard tubes that comes inside both foil and cling film or cellophane, if that's what you choose to wrongly call it, you could basically make yourself completely indestructible. That's just a fact backed up by science. All of his vids in a week. My God, that took me since December. I have to wonder if you could actually do it all in a week. Like, I don't know how many videos I actually currently have. I can check, obviously. Your channel. No, not your channel. I want to go to blah, 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 blah. YouTube Studio. Blah, blah, blah. Content. Blah, 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 blah. Videos. There we go. And obviously YouTube's being slow. Thank you so much. Such a useful, brilliant piece of...
They must be doing something with the servers.
I can only assume that they're... Although, to be fair, usually everything's separated out. If something's wrong with the streams, it doesn't mean that the channel itself is all fucked up. Maybe I just go to the channel. If, yeah, this stuff is alright. Right, it's telling me that I do not have 952 videos. That's like the streams as well. So let's assume that it's... You know, oh shit, I nearly spilled my drink over my keyboard. That would have been really fucking annoying. It says 952. Let's call it 900 for easy maths. If 2/3 of my content, 2 videos a week and a stream, we'll call it 600 videos. And now if we call them about 15 minutes a pop, because that's about how long they tend to be, give or take, especially recently. I think this is lowballing it, but what is it? 15 times 600 would be... Oh no, I did 60. Fucking idiot.
My brain is switched off and started going when you started doing maths.
So that's 9,000 minutes. So we divide 9,000 minutes into 60s, I guess. So that's 150 hours. I guess that's not too bad. You could do that in a week. Could you? I think there's like 170 hours in a week. You'd have to really fucking... Basically, you'd have to ignore most of them, which is the best way to watch my content. Just don't pay any attention. Over 900. I tracked them by liking the L... By... What? I tracked them by liking the L by liking them. Before sick plus minus 100 like vids, after sick almost 1,000. Oh, you track... Right. I don't think it's that many. That can't be videos. That can't be right. Oh well. It's a lot. If you've been liking all the streams, God, I can't imagine how long you've been listening to stuff if you listen to all the streams. Did he do it on normal speed? Double speed. That would definitely cut it down.
I struggle with double speed.
Yeah. Mr. Sick was sent some videos from the school that they said, oh, you need to watch these in order for us to have some training thing, which seemed a bit odd. And she watched about half of one half-an-hour video out of dozens of the fucking things. And so these are so long and boring, and it's just telling us stuff we already know. And she checked, and it's like, no, why would we have to watch them for you to get training? The person who sent them is generally pretty great and on the ball, but that was a massive failure. Do a Terrence Howard video. 1 × 1 = 2, according to him. I've thought about it, but I'm not doing any of his streams and his appearance at the Oxford Union, because I don't do videos like those. I don't do these really, 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 really long things. And I don't know how long the Joe Rogan thing is, but I assume it's reasonably long. And it just seems like a lot. If he ever uploads a video where it's 5 minutes to 10 minutes of him just rambling off his bullshit about how clever he is, I'll consider it. 3 hours. Is that the Joe Rogan stream? Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that in every direction. Vote Sir Sick for what? Vote Sir Sick for most terrible person in the ever.
I wonder if you can get in the Guinness Book of Records as that.
I do enjoy getting an oof response from you when you comment on one of your videos, to be fair, Sick. The other one, my favourite sort of meme thing that turned up out of me doing a comment on as many comments as I can in the first hour of a video. So obviously a lot of my comments aren't particularly in depth. And my main one is :0, so shocked face. And someone sort of cottoned onto that and was like, Sir Sick be like shocked face. And that's probably going to be a t-shirt when I get round to actually fucking fixing my store. I know it's been ages. ADHD's a bitch. Can't. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I don't do really, really, really long vids. Me, look sideways at Spirit Science playlist. Yeah, but those videos aren't really long. They're 20 minutes long. There's a reason they have to be split up. If 20-minute videos end up taking me 5 or 6 response videos, which are a good part, it's basically the length of a fucking movie. If that's what happens just for me to respond to a 15-minute video, because half of it is fucking promotion anyway, so I cut that out. Yeah, no. They just feel like they take forever. Exactly. Those videos are all 2 minutes long. You just can't tell because it's so fucking brutal. Everything. Vote Sir Sick for everything. There's lots of things that I really don't want to do. People cut Sir Sick for President of Earth. Sir Sick for fucking President full stop. Sir Sick for Prime Minister. It's those are jobs. I don't want to fucking do that. I'm a YouTuber. I don't believe in real work. Just review the Joe Rogan one. Get the cross-pollination traffic. Yeah, but it has to be something that I have both the time and the energy to do. One of the important things about how I make my videos is that I have to find something that I have something to say about and that I think I will get some enjoyment out of making. Now, I know I've just banged on about the fucking spirit science things. I like the spirit science for one reason, because it's so different from a lot of the other stuff. You can argue the Christian videos, creationist videos, it's all nonsense, but it's nonsense based in 1 or 2 specific things, whereas spirit science is nonsense based in fucking everything, because I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it next time I do a fucking video on him. He just treats all religion like it is a fucking buffet that he can just pick and choose all the bits he likes, and that builds a coherent worldview. And that is not how fucking anything works. That's just no. Especially the things he picks, because he picks stuff that is trying to answer the same question over and over and over again. It's, yeah, you could find... I have so much to say about him. I think that's why I do those videos. I just have so much to say about him. Just endless. Spirit science, feng shui. Sick for nuclear warhead launcher. Are you saying that I would be the person who presses the button? Or are you saying that they would strap a nuke to me and that somehow my body would then project the nuke? Because I'm not going to lie, if you put it on my belly when I was holding it in because, Mrs. Sick walked in the room and I want to look all sexy and quote-unquote slim, and then I let it out when she leaves the room because, I've got to let the gut out, it would fucking fly. But to be fair, it would probably just detonate there and then. Spirit Science is my favourite of your big silly content, with Roger a close second. Yeah, a lot of people really like the Spirit Science videos. I think because they frustrate me so, it entertains so much. The incredulity of his tone and acts as if everything he says is common knowledge. He's not incredulous. It's his credulity. Incredulity would be the opposite. I've literally been making sure I use the correct word in a thing recently. Fun fact, cellophane is a portmanteau of the French word for cellulose and clear. It was invented by a French person. And then the English went, no, that's cling film, because it's a film, right? And it clings. I'm surprised cling film isn't an American word, to be honest. You guys can be very literal sometimes. I don't know where saran wrap comes from, though. It's because it surrounds things, I guess. All ADHD people want to press the red shiny button. I mean, you can buy yourself a big red shiny button and, wire it up to do stuff. I would definitely do that. It would have to do something, quite big. Sick for head of the Terrible People Society. Well, I'm already that. I'm already the best worst person. The Schadenfreude of Sick suffering. It does seem to be what the people want. You've got to give the people what they want sometimes. Saran Wrap was a brand name. Okay, but it's like Velcro. It's like everybody calls hook and loop fastener Velcro because it's fucking Velcro. I don't care. They can send me a cease and desist. I'll eat it. I have a red panic button on my fridge. Is that for when the fridge is empty? I need one of those. I need a big red panic button for when the kids have drank all the goddamn milk and not told me.
Oh my god, they're terrible for that.
I mean, there was a day when they were very little, when they randomly decided to just drink all the fucking milk we had.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 fucking 2-litre bottles. I've never been that mad at my kids before then. I couldn't fucking believe they'd done that.
What about the cheese incident?
The cheese incident was funny. The cheese incident was one of the funniest things. The attempt at getting away with something that is so fucking obvious what you did. So, I'll set the scene. I'm sat there and I'm doing something, and I see one of the kids dart into the kitchen, and then I see her come out, and I can see she's clearly got something in her mouth. And did you just get something to eat? And she starts chewing. I said, have you got something in your mouth? She starts chewing faster. I said, open your mouth now. And she chews and chews and chews and chews. And then eventually swallows and opens her mouth and goes, look, see, nothing. It was so absurd that it was absolutely fucking
that's
brilliant.
That's not the one that was on about the other one.
Well, that was a cheese incident.
Yeah, she made herself a sandwich, but
there was this.
She made herself a Scooby snack. She put 5 layers of cheese, and she quickly walked past, so I wouldn't see it. I was like, wait.
How many cheese slices are in that?
How many's in that? And she showed me, and there was so many.
I think the my cheese story is a better one. I don't even count that one. That one was just absolutely chancing it.
Yeah, the hiding food thing was very odd.
To me, just the chewing and the chewing and the chewing. It went on for so long. I was basically in tears, trying not to laugh in her face at it. I said, "Darling, I know you just ate something. It was so obvious," and she was convinced she'd gotten away with it, or that she could convince me that she'd somehow not. I don't know.
Before,
it's great. Kids
would find like a dry slice of bread, like the crust.
Yeah.
And it was like hidden in a bookshelf.
Yeah, there was a short period where they started sneaking food.
Yeah.
And we figured it out and said, if you want something to eat, you literally just have to ask, and we'll basically always say yes, unless it's 30 minutes till food time. That's it. And they were like, oh, now they ask us for food fucking constantly.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. That's what I want. I want my kids to be healthy. The thing is, they don't even eat that much. They have very, very well sort of portioned meals. Way better than I portion for myself. My God.
You eat for free, man.
I eat for a family. One day, I'm just going to go for a crap, and then there's going to be, like, just fully grown adults fall out of me. It's one of these things
where it says serves 8 and you just start laughing.
Well, that's the classic. There's the cake and it says serves 6, and there's the fat controller going, "You are wrong." I'm not sure what my spirit animal is, but I'm pretty sure it's got rabies. I mean, I know them feel, bruh. They don't put the empty milk jug back, do they? My uncle would do that. Oh my God. They might have done it once. They will put back the tiniest amount of goddamn milk, and that always just blows my mind. Wait, you're supposed to feed children? I know, more than once as well.
It's the water bottles that get me.
There's the cups of water.
Yeah, there's cups
infinite
of water.
Cups of water.
They fill up an entire like glass filled with water, and then take a sip, and then just leave it on the side, and it drives me mad.
I would definitely prefer it if the water was drank and then just thrown in the sink. That's fine.
They're a bit obsessed with reusing things. So, like, after they've had a drink from a water bottle, they will refill up the water bottle and put it in the fridge. But then they won't have it anymore.
Yeah, and just leave it. Just leave fridge space.
Just leave it in there, and it just takes up so much space.
Cersei doesn't fart; he generates thrust. That is my theory. Because as I'm getting to being old, every time I stand up now, there's a real good chance that I'll fart. So I'm starting to style it off that I'm propelling myself into an upright position. I ate an entire peanut butter coffee cake this weekend.
You deserved it.
Weird flex, but okay. I don't know if that'd be really good or super mid. But I guess if it had a decent amount of sugar in it. My brother, as an adult, will put an empty pizza box back in the fridge. At least he does it at his place. What is he trying to achieve?
Is he trying to save the grease?
Gotta have that grease, though. What do you call vomit? I call it food escape. I guess it could be food launching.
I just call it vomit.
It's puke.
Yeah, puke as well.
Yeah, I think that they're just being funny. One of the ones that I like is... They're very much, at least when I was a kid, there used to be a big thing about what almost every other family had a different name for the remote, for a television remote. Like there was the clicker, was one I heard. Zapper was relatively common. All sorts of others. But in my house, when I was a kid, and I've never heard this anywhere else in the entire fucking universe, is blapper. Because when you change channels, at least on sort of old tube TVs, there's a noise when you change channels, and we used to call that noise blap. So it was a blapper. I don't know if you've got the laser. There is only one zapper. Today I just call it a remote. Actually no, I call it, where the fuck's that gone? I eventually finally put a goddamn tile on it. So now if I lose it, I can basically pull out my phone and use it to make it ring. I have yet to lose it since then. This is something that would happen at least once a week. I have not lost it since I attached that thing to it without activating it, which is insane. It's like, it's a classic thing. You're looking for something, you can't find it, you buy a new one, it turns up, and the one that you lost before that as well. The TV sword? Fuck off. You could maybe call it a lightsaber.
No, the errors thing, it happened to me too. I think YouTube is doing a thing.
Yeah, right now, YouTube is absolutely balked. It hasn't... Oh, actually, I haven't checked in a while. No, my information on the stream is still technically showing and not telling me that it's all dead. It works. It's good enough. I use my dad's old work PDA as a TV remote. That is a hell of a thing to do. I tell you what, though, if you want a good universal remote that will do most things really well, get a sofa baton. Hashtag not sponsored, but the version 2 is just like really good. Also feels great.
He loses his phone a lot as well. We have to talk to Alexa.
Or Google or whatever. Although, because I have tiles now, I can just double click one of those and it will start ringing at me very loud. Yeah, I mostly don't lose my phone. Although I am going on a cross stag hen do with some of my friends, and I am genuinely really worried about losing shit. I have been considering taking I have some like older phones that I really don't care about. I'm seriously considering like setting one of those up and taking that instead.
Just get a bum bag. You could be that guy.
I like bum bags conceptually. You might call them fanny packs. I like them conceptually. I don't have a problem with them, but everyone else does. And you know, I think if you could get like a really, really nice one that was like leather and just like super well made, everyone would take even more piss out of you because you've got the nice bum bag. What's wrong with you?
You know the first phone that we got for the kids?
Yes.
Why don't you just take that with you?
Oh, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It's not a great phone, though. It wasn't the first phone we got for the kids. It was one of my old phones. It's a piece of crap.
No, the pink one I'm on about.
Oh, God, no, I'm not taking that. I need to be able to, like...
There's no internet on it.
Exactly. How am I supposed to be able to use that? I've forgotten about the one that we actually got for the kids. Man, that is some old school shit. That's one of the major things. Just thinking about things that I did for the kids, and so oh yeah, I did that like not that long ago. Turns out it was literally 5 fucking years ago. Cessic, you don't need a bum bag. You need bandoliers. So I could take some fucking grenades with me. I'm assuming that's the thing I'm thinking of. But,
Can I have Pepis, please?
Yeah? If you can reach it.
No, my arms are...
Stumpy little moo.
Thank you.
The fuck is a sofa baton? Just look up sofa baton and you'll find out.
You got to say it like a French person, though.
Sofa baton. I don't know how the French say sofa, though. In the early days before IR Tech, I was the remote control. You are an old person, aren't you, black dog sheep? You know, when you run the kids over to the fuck. Right, change the channel. What's up, Sick? Finally got a chance to catch you live, you poor thing. Worst day ever. I don't envy you. I've heard you're quite the fanny packer. Jesus Christ. Someone needs to make a remote so when you lose it, turn on the TV and it helps by saying you're getting warmer. I've always wanted one where like the TV will fucking beep the remote. I can't see how that couldn't be plausible. Yeah, but I ended up having to literally attach a fucking great big, basically a key fob to the bottom of it. Didn't early remotes have a long wire? Early remotes, abso-fucking-lutely, were...
They just were attached, weren't
Yeah.
they?
And that's fucking great. I kind of want to go back to those days. Just go to the TV and then just follow the string until you find your fucking remote. Who does your art, Sir Sick? Combination. Mrs. Sick does all the random shit for the streams, and she originally made very, very old design. And the stuff I use on the videos is mostly something that a guy who does work for Mandalore Gaming, if you know them, same artist, does my background with all the fucking shit on it and the main solid design of Sir Sick. And then there's random stuff that is Mrs. Sick's old work, and then there's random edits that are me fucking about. So
isn't it
multiple people.
Extellus?
Something like that.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name? With my penis. Is Blossom still hotkeyed to move around? There is no hotkey. I don't fucking... This isn't clever. This is a terrible stream for terrible people. What I do is, right, is I fucking grab him and then I move him. And I decided that I'm going to stop moving him. But now that you've mentioned it, I'm going to move him there. Because fuck you. How dare you bring that up? It was never anything so fancy as a hotkey. In fact, if I click anything that would be considered a hotkey, you'll see screens that you're not supposed to.
Despite the fact that we've been streaming for a long time, we're not professionals.
I certainly am not. In fact, these streams used to be more professional, and I used to put more effort into them. And then I decided, oh, fuck that. Buy VCRs weighed about a solid 50 kilograms back then. And if you were really fancy, like my granddad, he had two of them so that he could both record things and make copies of them to give out to people. One of his more generous things. I don't know if it, as the family members, we got them for free and maybe he sold them to other people. That would make sense. Wait, you could just move Blossom around midstream? Fucking mind blown. What is this magical technology? Here, have this one. If I move Blossom back... no, it won't be there. There we go. It'll be there. And now, hop. Oh, welcome to stand on the flat earth. Oh. It's going to move very, very fucking convincingly animated in the background. I can see you're all very impressed.
It's like just as good as my videos.
I am so fucking good at this. And then, it's getting too far to the end. So he's going to go, oh, hop, oh. And then he'll have to climb up the outside. This is really fun for me. Leave me alone. He's going to climb up the...
Oh yeah, somebody mentioned about... It says episode 15 in the thing.
Yeah, isn't it 16 or 17?
It's on 16. I am working on 17.
I'll change it eventually. I don't know. There we go. Wasn't that the best fucking thing you've ever seen?
You're welcome, guys.
Now you've got a little view behind the background. I wish we could animate by doing something like that. That would actually be really, really easy, but it's not that easy to fucking... Oh no, now he disappears behind them. Damn it. Move him up. It just needs to be in front of that. That'll do. There we go. Perfect. Your granddad, we remember pirates. It was technically piracy. He used to record movies off the TV and then he'd give you copies of that. Remember ads in movies? I do. I guess depending on where you watch them, you might still get ads in movies. But for the most part, Netflix just doesn't do that. As previously stated, professionalism is totally overrated. It is if you're going for a certain vibe. And that is one of the things I've always tried to keep consistent, is that I make things that appear as low effort, but sometimes require huge amounts of effort. Most of the time, if something's like super short in a video, that probably took me half an hour. Like these tiny little things that happen. What is my favorite whiskey? Yes. I would say, like right now, because what you got to do is that you say that the free thing is the best. I'm not convinced it's the best, but I got a free bottle of Famous Grouse, the sherry cask Famous Grouse, because I asked for a different one that was more expensive but on sale, and is one that I like. And fucking Amazon recently has been wild about sending replacement items. They've just always been hot garbage, either terrible fucking value or just. And this time I was so pissed off because this cost like £3 more than the on sale good one. So yeah, I was like, "Excuse me, motherfuckers, I don't want this shit. I wanted what I asked for." And they went, "Oh, whatever, have your fucking money back." And I was like, that doesn't fix it, but but yeah, they said, "Use or dispose of as you will." His favourite is peated whiskey. That is the opposite of true, and you fucking know it. You're such a pro. You even fix the sound or framing on the dumb videos you cover. You've got to be sneaky about your professionalism. I do that all the time now.
Pete Lind, the error thing it's a YouTube side issue at the moment. It's got nothing to do with censorship or anything that we're doing. It's purely just YouTube's fucking up.
Yeah, YouTube is currently completely booked. I have vanishingly small amount of things that will stop you posting anything. I basically just try and do stuff that avoids. I think I might have banned the word Telegram because the fucking...
Oh, the bots, yeah.
Oh, the bots. They just got to me. There's just so many of them. So that has had a significant impact on them. But other than that... So if anybody ever needs to tell me about their communication method from the fucking... I don't even know when telegrams were a thing. The fucking 40s.
A long time ago.
Yeah. Donos for wrenches is not a thing anymore. Or was ever a thing. You can't prove it. I'm still waiting for my prize. What is your prize? That you get to be a little bitch.
It's official, so you're allowed to put it in your name now.
Yeah. That should be your real name from now on. I noticed that earlier trying to type witty remarks about bum bags. Yeah, it seems to be broken. I don't know what to tell you. I'm still sans whiskey, Amazon. Motherfuckers. And someone's balking at us for some reason. Donations, not buying them. That's pretty good, actually. Yana's second worst person in the world. I think I'm so much worse than everyone else that second is kind of meaningless. What?
What nude milfs and smoke signals?
What?
It's funny.
Is this because I'm in top chat again? Because I never go into live chat.
I always go in live chat.
Oh shit! Yeah, hot nude milfs and smoke signals. Wee. Vanish of the penis. I don't want to vanish of the penis. I want the penis to say exactly where it is. Secular greetings from Frankfurt. That's oddly specific. Is that the only place we can buy them? I'd like to buy 12 secular greetings. Thank you. Just don't visit Utah. You can't buy whiskey on Sunday or holidays. Plus, there are a lot of morons, and I mean Mormons. That's the worst fucking... You can't have booze on holidays.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when you want to have the booze the most.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
I got JW'd last week.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in bed, basically asleep, but yeah, I saw you disappear, and then you came back without a parcel, and I was like, well, that's unusual for a door knocking. It's almost always a parcel these days. No one fucking communicates in any other way. Can Madame sick ball? What the fuck does that mean?
Do I ball? Is that what you tried to ask?
Oh, can Madame sick ball? I have no idea.
What, like football?
It's a ball.
Tennis?
A few years ago, I inadvertently found myself in a Seinfeld skit. The reservation for a car rental. I mean, you say a few years ago. Are you saying that you had no idea that you were in a Seinfeld skit from the show, I assume? And then you saw yourself in one and went, wait a fucking second, that's me! I know my channel's been on one fucking random news channel. Like real TV news channel from a fucking local place. I think it was talking about the MMS, the bleach thing. So basically, someone who was a fan of me and a fan of someone else was like, yeah. The link for Spoon Stuff says 15, goes to 14, but the latest is 16. Fuck it, I'm leaving it like that. Sick Ball should be a game, though. It is the best ball. I have the best balls. No one has balls quite like mine. In Utah, you have to buy hard liquor / wine at a government-run business, and they close on holidays. So it's not that you can't have it on holidays; it's that you can't get it. That is what it is. I like the fact that they're government-run. That
is odd.
Are there not bars? Can you not go to a bar, or a bar's government-run? Because that's fucking weird. That's way weirder than if they were just stopped from opening on particular days. Just join the stream to balls. Can't tell if I've joined at the best or worst time. It's always the worst time to join the stream. Really, you should be getting on with your life and achieving something, but we all know that's not going to happen. Because I crashed into a tree and almost died. Well, I really wanted to say something fucked up then, and I've decided better off. I have a plasma cutter. I beg to differ. What, the shops are shut? The shops aren't shut. I have a plasma cutter.
What would you recommend for an aspiring YouTuber?
My main recommendation is get a decent audio setup. And I don't mean spend... So my audio setup is probably overkill. But I just wanted something that would work well, knocked out 99% of background sound, so I didn't have to fucking... I used to have a cupboard that I would record in, and it became a whole day of work, and now I'm set up so that I can write a script and then I immediately record the script without having to move, and it's way better. It's been worth the money I spent on it, but the money I'd spent on it was fucking money. You don't need that. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars, or pounds in my case, on your audio setup. But what you do need to do is spend some amount of money. Do some research, find something decent, and just make sure that your sounds don't make people's ears bleed.
Yeah, garbage audio is number one things where people turn off from a video.
Yeah, I will almost always immediately turn off if I'm watching for leisure. Honestly, having garbage audio is something that means, oh, this might be something worth covering. But yeah, your visuals, there's lots of ways you can get away with it. The classic being a punctuber, as they say, or whatever. Like, just having a picture and talking over it is fine. A little bit of animation is better, but that's something that you'll have to learn to a certain degree. It's just about the audio. Also, script. I know so many people say, oh, I don't script anything. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell. Like, it's really obvious that you don't script things. There's very few people who can endlessly talk interestingly without having some sort of... You either need notes and pointers to keep you on topic, or you need to write a script. Generally speaking, I find that the best content is scripted. It just takes practice. Because one of the things that people have said they've always liked about me is how natural and conversational I sound. And that's just how I write. I have been writing my scripts for years. And it was such a higher fucking thing. Godless Granny is here. Hi, darling. How you doing? I don't know. Oh, there she is. She's right up there. I need moderator privilege so that I have something to lose. Well, as everyone who still has their moderator privileges knows, you use them, you lose them, and now everyone's there's no way of getting them back. So everyone's too scared. One of the things that drives me mad, and I don't want to say it's not a criticism, it is a criticism. If you fucking wrench every single person who comes into your chat, what is the point of that? That doesn't solve anything. When I've gone into chats where that's the case, I immediately ask not to be wrenched, so that I stick out more. It's like I'm the only white name all the way down. Although to be fair, I've been less inclined to do that since I got fucking verified. Not gonna lie, that's one of my favorite things about having a decent following, is that I get to be special with my nameplate. Fuck you. Damn, somehow it's news to me that your videos are scripted. Just goes to show how good one can be made. It's how I perform. Yeah.
He's a drama kid.
I was always going to be doing something like this. It's just, yeah. But yeah, they're totally scripted. I spend quite a long time on it as well. I can't write for fucking shit. You might think that. What you need to start doing is just... I think that a good way to learn how to write is to respond to something. You, like, speak out loud the words that you want to say. If something really fucking pisses you off, or something is really fucking stupid and you need to speak, which is a big reason why I started this thing. I would just see these videos and I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I had so much to fucking say.
He'd just be ranting in the other room.
Yeah. And so I just started writing those down, and then you can rewrite them so that you can make them good. That's almost entirely what I do, is just I take my initial reaction to a certain thing that someone said, and then I spend 20 hours for every 10 minutes of script. That is a lot of time for writing. Maybe I'm just that fucking good, but I would say it takes me about 4 hours. It takes 2 to 4 hours. It depends how it flows out of me. Depending on the subject, I can be as little as 2 hours for a 4-page script, which is about 15 minutes worth of speaking. But most of the time it takes sort of 3 to 5 hours to do a script that's about 15 minutes long. Says a complainer at large. I am large. Yeah. So it was like you rant about it. Like, people will call my videos rants, but they're not rants. I'm not ranting. I am very deliberately saying things that I mean to say, for the most part. Sometimes I worry that I'm not au fait enough in a subject, and I get upset with myself that I don't think it's good enough, and then nobody notices. But I don't know what else to do. Eventually, I recorded it in little pieces, of course, over several days, and it came out to 6 hours long rather than 4. Oops. That is a lot. I spend about a day writing, 1.5 hours to record, and 20 hours to edit. Most of that is looking for trimming visuals. Yeah, I mean, I don't... so when I make a video, I try to straight shot it. I start at a good starting point, and then I'll go through until I feel like the video's hit a natural ending point, like a conclusion that we can draw from the video. And I try not to cut out anything in between. It seems to be somewhat specific to me, that way of doing it. And it's how I like to do it. It's how I fucking react to things that I watch. If I think there's going to be something else, I do carry on to the end just to make sure I've not missed out on the point. But if I find that it's a good natural ending, yeah, that's what I do. So that takes me 3 or 4 hours, and then the recording takes about 30 minutes. The editing of the audio takes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how many breaks, how many stops I've made between certain things. Some scripts are harder to read than others. And then it's, I don't know, the longest portion of making a video is editing the visuals. That takes 8 to 12 hours, dependent on the video, how long it is, how fucking my brain is currently on firing about it. It just, it can be very, very difficult. Now politics does not differ much from your content. When you listen to Orange Blob Supporter, they sound like CC. I have no idea what you mean. Oh, you see who I respond to, they all sound... Well, a lot of people who like X politic thing, also our X religion. So you're going to find some
I guess
crossover.
Extreme passionate for one particular thing.
Yeah.
Tends to be. It tends to be a gateway to other extreme things. Yeah.
I just had to lose 20% of a reaction to a Flurf video because I realised he put in a disclaimer about something I was using as a point. Painful. To be fair, you might be able to get that back if you can. Now, I don't know what the situation is exactly, but sometimes when someone puts in a disclaimer about something, it's because they don't want you to talk about it, but they're trying to get you away from that. The video I made today, or at least I wrote and recorded today, was very much about. He kept saying, "Oh, but you don't talk about this thing because blah blah blah." So I could talk about that thing if I fucking want. Fuck you. So make sure you're not cutting it out because they were intentionally trying to make you not talk about it when it's something worth talking about. Now, it might be 100% right of you to take it out and it's like you just look like an idiot. But if you want to avoid looking like an idiot and it's like 50-50, it could be one way or the other, make your own disclaimer. Say, they made a disclaimer. I don't believe them. Whatever. Yeah, do what you can. Wait, is everyone else here a YouTuber? I'm a normal faceless commenter. There seems to be a lot of people who want some terrible advice for terrible people. So, you know, watch Sura streams for how to YouTube good. Appreciate the good advice, but it really was irrelevant to the point of the video. Fair enough. Fair enough. The other reason to keep it is if it's just really funny. I've kept things that were meaningless because I just found them very funny. Just run your channel the way you want because it's funny as fuck. True. Yeah. Truer than true. Yeah, I mean, people will often come to me and tell me that they don't like my content and it should change. And I'm like, no. Why aren't you like this other person that I can go now and watch instead? I don't know, mate. Have a guess, you fucking idiot. I'm not a YouTuber, but I play one on YouTube. I'm not an idiot, but I play one on YouTube.
How do you fix crappy audio, especially the fucking echo? Well,
there's more tools these days to get rid of a lot of stuff. I don't know how long it'll last, but if your audio or if it's their audio thing, you can put it through. There's an Adobe thing that fixes audio to a certain extent. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. That can help, but I wouldn't guarantee that will last forever. The other option, if you're talking about your own audio and you want to avoid echoes and stuff, what I initially did with cheaper equipment is the entranceway to our home is like this tiny little corridor where there's two doors at 90-degree angles to each other. So I set that up as like a studio with big black curtains to catch all the echoes. It sounds great. If I put my current setup in there, it would probably put it just over the edge of just how good it would sound, but it doesn't need to. If you don't have a space like that, you can put a blanket over your head while you read your scripts. I can't do that because I get way too fucking hot way too fucking quickly.
You can also get a box, a soundproofing box.
Yeah, there's these things that go around your thing. You can put it in that.
Basically your microphone sits inside it.
That can help a lot. There's lots of things you can do. A lot of them involve money, and some of them might not necessarily be around forever. And they also the Adobe one makes things sound quite similar to each other. I use it occasionally to fix other people's audio, but then I'll add back things that make it sound more like it's in a room, like a little bit of reverb, because it sounds unnatural. You've inspired me to start a YouTube channel. I just need to get a wife to do all the work. If you think it's because Mrs. Sick does all the work, you couldn't be further from the truth.
I haven't done anything to do with his videos in a long time.
Yeah. She used to do a bit of work. There's There's been no point where she's done most of the work. She does pretty much all of the work on her own channel. I just do the voices. So that's a different thing. You might have just been making a joke about something else, and yeah. But that has been something people have said. They've assumed somehow that Mrs. Sick has vastly more influence on this channel than she does. She's just kind of here. And she likes being on the streams, so you know. Our Los Angeles classical music station moved all their hosts to working from home during the plague times. They all worked out of their closets. Sounded quite good. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, closets. Closets are great because you'll have clothes inside them, so they'll basically absorb all the echo. Spoonstuff Egyptian streams when. If she wants to set that shit up, she's perfectly welcome to. I mean, it'd probably be at weekends, to be honest. But then she's just doing her D&D shit, so you know. Yeah. I talk through a Pringles can. Makes me sound like a 20s radio guy. I mean, if that's what you're going for.
That's actually a really good way to get that tinny sound, yeah.
A very specific sound. And it's a good excuse to buy Pringles. I love Pringles. They're so good. Sour cream and onion. Oh, my God. Oh, I could go for some of them right now. Fucking hell. Closets are also great for skeleton storage. But make sure you put clothes on them so they also absorb the sound of echoes in there.
You don't want that bone noise.
Ironically, my wife got a job with a church, so now I have to play nice. Do you, though? Being passive-aggressive. Oh, it's a lot of fun. She might dump you, but, you know, at least you'll be amused. Is Mrs. Sick like CC's wife, cruising through the kitchen saying, not this shit again? She will say not this shit again when she finds out that I'm covering CC.
The way he introduces himself annoys the piss out of me.
Right, anyway, we're about to hit the hour mark. So we're going to wrap this bitch up. But yeah, some church dudes came to my house yesterday and told me I'm going to hell. And then you fucking killed them. And you were right. But yeah. Are you looking forward to getting Rule 63'd in Cirrus fan art section when you join him and Vice Rhino for a live stream? That is something, I don't know about that specifically, but I know that I'm going, hopefully, if I can get my act together. And to be fair, they get their act together. Did Sick get by without a piss break? I haven't had a piss break in a stream for fucking ages. So you shut your mouth. Anyway, it is the hour. We're going to go now. Thank you for coming. I hope you had a nice time. And I'll catch you in the next shit stream. Bye.
Shit stream.
Yeah, they are shit streams.
Ugh.
It's like diarrhea.